Welcome back, guys. This is G9 and G7, and basically you put the oil in there to oil the parts, and this is your P15, the oil itself. I should be putting that in there. Okay, it says that when you oil, you need to just oil where the dark areas are, which means that I should be just oiling that around the edges there. And tells you how to oil. E6 here and P6. This is the smaller of the others, and you push that on. It tells you to make sure it's flush and pushed on properly. There shouldn't be any gaps between there or anything. That's that. This one is H0, and it's the cylinder assembly. And it's telling me to put the oil at the edges there. Put the oil at the edges there. So I'll show the first one. This here should not be dripping, but it should be just about right without dripping it. Okay. And then just the edges to be oiled here. That's it. This should go in there like this. Nice fit. E21, P6, H1, oiled it. And the way this is supposed to be is this one's sticking up there like that, and that's like this. C12 and C13. With that like this, C12 or C13 will only go one way, with this thing pointing out. So this can only go there, like that. And this can only go at the bottom, like this. And you gotta click in. There you go. C12 and C13. G1, this side goes like that. This side goes like this. Clicks into place. Okay, H2 assembly uses the bigger one of these, and also it's the same way to make sure that's on top, and this is that way around, and this is C21 and this is C20 down there. You can't go wrong. And this is G2, and it has to be that way up like this, so be sure it's that way up like this, not the opposite way around. So that's it. Make sure you put the oil on, and I forgot to say, make sure you cut the burrs off. I've been doing that off camera. This is H3, done the same way as all the others. This is using the P7, which is the larger one, like I said, larger one, and this is E7, and this is obviously H3, and C21 and C20 again, so there was two of them each. Okay, and this is G3. Everything got to go that way, as you can see. So that's got to be on top there. That's got to face sideways like this. Then it can go like this. H4, H5. I2, E27, P13, which is the biggest spring we have, and A6. Okay, the large one is connected already. Just going to put some oil on it. Well, on here actually. This has to be facing downwards like this, and this has to be facing downward like that. So when you look at it like this, this is there and this is like this. There you go. So the face is that way then, and it just hooks onto that. That should be I2. E23 and E18. Cut the burrs off this one because you'll come stuck later. Now this is very important apparently. The grooves are there on this side. Don't know if you can see it on top there. So that's going to face upwards like that. And this one has a very small groove on one of these things here. And I'm trying to find it, which one it is. Just a minute. I think this one's it. So small groove there. This one this way, and this goes right up to the top here. This goes inside there like that. Okay. So you take this cylinder which we did before, which is I2, and it was like this. This was facing up here. You spin it around this way around, and what you do is make sure that this is flattish, so it goes down the bottom there. So just twist it if you have to. And you take this, make sure that this groove is on top, and this is fixed into there, like this. And what it says is make sure that this here is straight and not crooked like that. Not like that. It has to be straight. Like this. Nothing's holding it in at the moment. We're taking A3. I think this end here, not this end. We're going to put it into there like that. A3 P7 goes on this side. Okay, we're going to use P11, which is the fat one here, out of this lot. So there's only one more left here now. This is E12, which is this one here, E12, and this is E9, very small piece. Okay, so we have this. I'm looking at this from this angle here, like this. Spring goes in first. And then E12 goes in that way, inside the spring like this. And then this one, holding it this side, the groove side, which is I think this one here, goes into there. What is it going to make out? Somehow this got to be pushed in there. So that's it. I1, this is, and it pushes in. I've oiled that already. Pushed it all in there. And with this side on top, so then it faces this way once it's locked in. A5, so we have F6, and that goes that way around where the grooves are not there. It goes on top of here. What as I can make out like this, and it slides on. Slides on right to the edge. Right to the edge. To the edge of there. C19 and P8, which is the largest one that we have. This has to go on like this. That way out, not that way. How you do? Hook it on from one end, push it around. E20 needs to go not that way, but that way around. It can only go one way really, that way like that. So it's flush against this. Okay, this needs to go on here, but it's saying turning this round this way, but this is pointing towards me, and then you clip one side in like this, bottom in like that, bottom in like this, and then click it on top like that. Oh, that wasn't hard. Okay, this is A7. Basically, this has to go flush towards this. And I think it goes on inside of that. There. These two will go on. Just two grooves here. If you hold it like this, this is towards you. That's the way. That's right. So we have D8 and D9. With that facing towards us, it actually says D8, so you can't confuse it. You push that into this hole there, push it there. Sorry about that. Please note, it has to go between these two like this. Okay? Then you have A2. Sorry, it goes this way around. This way around. You might have just said there, common sense. That's right. Okay, then you got P2, 4 screws goes into there, and there, which I'm going to do off camera. So that's it, all the screws are in. This is I1, this is I2. That's how that should be. E22 and P6, which is going to go at the end of this. We have I3. It's going to go in there. C11 and C10. Basically I got this number 3 and number 3 on here matching up. I3 placing it down that way, and this one here with the grooving is going to go into there. There it is. I4. C13 and C15, E24 and P6, one of these. I5. The only thing I'm not 100% sure on this is, because they said when this is facing you, make sure this is the right direction. I think this is correct, where this is blocked off and this is not. So it's supposed to be like this. But if not, then I'll have to change it around later on. The next part is to cut these tubes at the length they say and mark them out as it says here. I'm going to do this off camera. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for now because there's quite a lot to go yet. A lot of work is to be done. So I'm going to leave it there and we'll call this part 2 and we'll continue it next time. I'm hoping to finish next time. If not, there will be another part. Quite a lot of work there. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, thumbs up.